What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good, everybody? Hi. Nah, let me stop bullshitting with you. What's good? What's good? DK back, aka I Refuse to Shoot. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Just checking in, whatever. But check. Today, just got off of work, feeling good. Got some good watermelon. Come on, man. Come on, man. Tap in. You gotta have you some fruit. It was a long day at work, but I'm feeling good, feeling great. Check my levels. Make sure everything Gucci over here. See that a little bit. Why not? I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, shout out to everybody who's been checking into the channel and liking the videos, sharing the videos, and so forth. So the other day, yesterday I got on and I was talking about, the hurricane. And we definitely going to tap in and look at that later on more. But what I'm going to do right now is that I was on YouTube and I was just checking out some videos. And this video came up with this 50-year-old man, a random guy pulled up on my channel. And it's interesting what he has to say. So I'm going to sit back. I'm going to watch this with y'all. It's like 10 minutes long.
As of the making of this video.
It's like 10 minutes long, right? Not that long at all. But he's saying he's 54 years old. And he's saying if he was in his 30s or his 40s, he would have did a couple of things different. And, everybody go through that. From what I've seen, everybody go through that stage. Hell, I'm only 30 years old. 35? 34. Don't make me no older than I need to be, right? And there's a lot of things that I wish I would have did in my 20s that I want to go back and fix, but I can't. So it is what it is. But it's never too late to start. Never too late to, get on board and do what you got to do. Let me move this over a little bit. Yeah. And do what you got to do, right? So I never stray away from information from older folks. You know what I'm saying? Even if they didn't make it, if they didn't do what they needed to do, and if they did do what they needed to do, either way, it's still a learning lesson, right? It's all about how you take it, how you ingest it, and you got to eat the meat, spit out the bones, man. Real talk. So let's go ahead and jump into that and see what he's talking about. He already come on the screen looking crazy, but it is what it is. Let's go.
I'm 54 years old. Now, if I could go back to my 30 or 40-year-old self and give myself some financial advice, here's what I'd say. So the first piece of advice that I would give myself is that you have to save yourself. Nobody is coming through that door to rescue you from the mistakes or anything that you've done with your money or want to do with your money. It's on you. Your money is your responsibility. You may have to encourage yourself. You may have to motivate yourself and inspire your own self, but it's all on you. Nobody's coming to rescue you. The second thing I would tell myself is that you may have to cut some people off out of your life. People who are not going in the same direction you're going when it comes to your money or your life. And you're going to have to attach yourself to those people who...
And you know what? I want to give a shout out to this guy too. Let me give him a shout out. His name is Smart Money Bro. Let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I subscribed. This is 1.6 million views in 3 weeks. So this information must truly be important. It's important enough to get 1.6 million views in 3 weeks. So he may know some. He may know some. All right. Anyway, let's tap in.
Who are going the direction you're going in life and with money, or people who have been where you are and are at where you want to get to. So don't waste time with the wrong people around you. Now, the third thing I would tell my 30 or 40-year-old self is don't be afraid to make changes, okay? And do things differently. Don't get caught doing things the same way you've always done them, right? Because if you do things the same way you always do it, you're going to end up getting the same results that you always got. So you got to do things different. And look, don't be afraid of doing things differently. Sometimes fear holds us back. Don't let that fear keep you from doing what you got to do. You may have to make some major adjustments and some major changes, but you got to keep going despite fear. But push yourself to dream big financially.
Commercial.
Hey Meta, take a photo.
And put on your big boy pants and get it done. Now
Now already he's dropped a couple of jewels before that advertisement. He's definitely dropped some jewels. You got to put that one. You got to put some of those in your bag right now, youngsters, people my age. He's definitely giving out some jewels already, and we only a minute and 59 seconds in, and I'm already like, yeah, he's talking the truth. You know what I mean? He's telling the truth, but you can't even argue with this man at this point.
fourth thing that I would probably tell my 30-year-old or 40-year-old self is that stuff ain't that important when it's all said and done, right? You really want to put your money to work in the background. Who cares about stuff? In the end, stuff don't even matter as much as you may think it matters.
He basically let you know materials, being materialistic just ain't the way to go. Put your money in the background and let it do what it do, baby. Grow, grow, grow. Like they say, man, you reap what you sow. And materialistic things, they tend to break after a certain time. The more you use it, the more it breaks. So, well, the more you use it, the faster it breaks. So, he's letting you know, put your money into the background, put it in stuff that you know gonna work for you, like the economy. That boy face right now, I stopped that at a bad point for him.
Really don't matter that much, right? What matters more is your money going to work for you and working real hard for you back there where nobody can see it. So I would tell myself, hey, don't spend time trying to look rich and look like you got something, but focus that energy on getting wealthy in the back, right? Where people can't see it and it's none of their business to see it. They shouldn't be seeing it. Now, the fifth thing I would tell myself is invest more money if you can. Stretch yourself to put more money away towards your investments as early as possible. If you're 35, 36, 37, 32, 40, put away as much money as possible. The sooner you start doing that, the more compound interest can really go to work on your behalf. Look, you're going to pay for it anyway. You're going to pay when you're 60 or you're going to pay when you're 30. I suggest you pay it when you're 30, when you have the energy, you have the good health, and you're motivated when you're 30 years old. Pay for it at 30 so you can chill when you're 60, because you don't want to pay for it when you're 60 and regret the fact that you didn't pay for it when you was 30. Now, that takes me to the sixth thing. The sixth thing I'd probably tell myself is start now, don't wait. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to get. Look, it's hard to just turn it on when you're 50, 55 years old. And if you're 50, 55 years old, let me know in the comments if what I'm saying is right. When you get to be 50, 55, 60, 65, you don't want to have to turn it on all of a sudden and start saving a whole bunch of money. You sort of wish you had done that when you was 30 years old or 35 years old. You ever see like a game that's a 4-quarter game, and towards the end of the game, you see the team working real hard and really hustling real hard, and you're asking yourself, well, why wasn't you doing all that hard work in the first quarter and in the second quarter? Why you wait till 6 minutes to go at the end of the game to turn it on, right? Apply that to your life. In the first part of your life, get busy, go with it, go hard, right? So turn it on as soon as you can, and don't wait till the end of the fourth quarter to start getting really serious about this thing. Now, the seventh thing I would tell my 30 or 40-year-old self is to exercise, walk, keep your body in shape, keep your body in good physical condition so that you're here for the long haul, right? What good is...
Like they say, health is wealth. You can have all the money in the world, but what is it if you can't enjoy it? You want to be able to be 60, 65, 70, and be able to go up them stairs to that cruise ship or that yacht that you done bought. You don't want to be in a wheelchair doing all that. Man.
Is it to have a whole lot of money if you're not in good shape and good physical condition to enjoy it? Now, the eighth thing I would say to myself, my 30 or 40-year-old self, is forgive your parents as soon as you can. Your parents probably did the absolute best they could do with what they had. Maybe they didn't have a whole bunch of money. Maybe they didn't send you to this type of school or that school, or buy you this or buy you that. Look, the sooner you can forgive your parents and move on, the better. Don't live back there in the past. Look, all parents, all people, all humans, we all make mistakes. We make mistakes in life and with money.
Mama, I love you. Mama, I love you. I ain't gonna lie to all the stuff that he's telling me right now. My OG been telling me this, right? I'm just stubborn, right? But every day, bro, every day, you get another chance. Put a little something away. My brothers too. My brother's been telling me this since I was a toddler. My brother's main thing when he always used to say to me, like, bro, even if it's $5, put it to the side. If you got $50 and all you can put away is $2, put it to the side. Let it accumulate. Because eventually, that $2, it's going to turn into 200. That 200 turn into 2,000. That 2,000 turn into 4 million, depending on your mind frame.
Don't beat yourself up, and make sure you forgive you and you forgive your parents for whatever took place in the past, and you need to live life moving forward, looking forward. The key is to recognize those mistakes, forgive, and move on. Keep going forward. Now, the ninth thing I would tell my 30 or 40-year-old self is simply, what you focus on is going to grow, right? Whatever you put intention to and energy behind is what's going to flourish. It's going to flourish in the direction.
With the Amex Gold Card, you get rewarded for discovering new favorites. From the hottest hot
Commercial.
Where you put that energy at. If you come to a situation with your personal finances and you're putting a lot of energy into being negative, that's going to grow and it's going to fester and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But if you take all that energy and you put it towards something positive regarding your personal finances, then that's what's going to grow in that direction. See, because abundance and lack are all around us. They're everywhere. Everywhere we look, we have people that are abundant and people that are lacking and don't have as much, right? The key is this: we get what we choose to focus on. So what I would tell my 30 or 40-year-old self is focus on the abundance. Don't focus on the lack. Focus on what you can do, what you can have, and put that energy there so that that is what begins to take place and manifest in your life.
Facts. I got a dear friend of me, man. He made a song one time and it stuck with me. And he said, negativity and positivity is just an energy. So anything you put more into, that's what you're going to get out of it. So you got a chance to look at life optimistically or pessimistically. It's up to you. Me, I choose to look at it optimistically because I've seen the lack of, and I've seen the abundance of, and the abundance looks a lot more calming and comfortable, and the lack just stresses you out. And stress is a silent killer, especially to us colored folk. So I'll leave it alone. You gotta learn how to live and let go. You know what I mean? I'm not saying just do dumb shit. You know what I mean? You still gotta have some balance in life. You know what I mean? But just make sure the choice that you make, yeah, you're gonna have to live with it. Just be cool about it. Jeez.
Whether it's your life or your personal finances, right? Spend more energy and focus and time and money on fixing problems and growing than you spend on trying to figure out who's at fault, who's to blame, how terrible those mistakes are. Don't put your energy there. Put your energy on the positive. Put your focus on what's next, what's coming, what's possible, and keep that positive energy and that positive.
Now, hold on now. This part I may have to tell them to slow down with for all the folks that got anxiety out there. Some people put too much thought into the future. and it just makes them completely bug out because anxiety is real. All right, I met a couple of people that got it. It's real. They don't handle it very well. I think planning out your future is definitely important. Just have a plan and be optimistic about your plan, but don't worry too much about your plan. Just do it. Try to do it naturally. You know what I mean?
Mindset, and you'll have abundance because you're focusing on abundance. The 10th thing I would say to myself is simply this, guys. Today, you are as young as you will ever be. If you're 30 years old and you're watching this, if you're my 40-year-old former self, hey, you only get older from here. Time doesn't wait on you. And the older you get, the faster time passes us by. So you don't get moments back. You don't get days back. Oftentimes, you don't get opportunities back. You got to seize the opportunities that are put before you with both money and time, right? Now, the 11th thing that I would tell my 30 or 40-year-old self is that your life and your money changes when you change. Your life and your money gets better when you get better. Your money and your life will improve when you improve. You want things to change with your money? You want to have more money? You want to have more investments? You got to make some changes, because it ain't changing till you change. And when you change, it changes. Now, the 12th thing I would tell myself, my 30, 40-year-old self, is make sure that you help other people and you give to other people. Not just to get something out of it, but you give and you help other people because it's just the right thing to do. See, I would tell my former self, listen, the price you pay for all the beauty of living and life itself is to give and help other people.
At Volkswagen, we take safety seriously.
Because you're not in the world by yourself. And giving and helping others is a small price to pay for the beauty of life that we all enjoy. Now, the next thing I tell my 30 or 40-year-old self is, please make a financial plan for your money and for your life with money. And why? Because I want you to have some direction. See, I want the plan that you come up with, the strategy, the plan, the goals. I want those things to help guide your financial decisions. If you have no direction in life and with money, your life and money could end up anywhere. And all the decisions you make regarding money should be based on whether or not it fits in your strategy and your plan that you've come up with for your money. So develop that plan is what I tell my 30 or 40-year-old self. Now, the final thing that I would probably...
But it's so hard, bro. I'm going to tell you the truth, bro. Making that plan is so hard, bro. Do you know how much food is out here in this world, bro, that you just ain't tried yet, bro? At 34, bro. Do you know how much places you want to visit? Do you know how many things you want to see? Do you know how much it's just so much to do when you're thinking about planning in your 20s and your 30s. Because when you in your 20s, man, there's so much you want to do and so little. You feel like there's so little time. You feel invincible. You know what I mean? So, but I get what he's saying, though. It is good to plan out. It is good to plan out. It really do start with you. For sure. It really do start with you.
Tell my 30 or 40-year-old self about life, about money, is that you can't always control what happens to you, but you can always control how you react and how you think. Because how you think determines how you behave, and how you behave determines the results and the outcome, right? So your thinking really has a direct connection to your outcomes. So how you think matters. That's why you got to get your thinking right. If you get your thinking right, then you'll start to behave accordingly, and ultimately the outcomes will be based on your thoughts. So get the right thinking, get the right outcomes. Look, guys, I'm 54 years old, and I've seen a lot of 30 and 40-year-old people make some of the biggest financial mistakes of their life. Look, we can all blow off our 20s and be okay. But we can't blow off our 30s and 40s and have a good rest of our life in our 60s and 70s. So there you have it. That's what I would tell my 30 or 40-year-old self about money if I could go back and give some advice. As always, guys, the best...
Well, I'm going to tell you like this here. Bro definitely dropped some jewels. Like, he definitely dropped some jewels. And I think being 34, I can honestly say, yeah, I agree with a lot of what he's saying. A lot of what he's saying. I'm going to have to watch that again, too. I might save this video and actually add it to the videos that I actually watch during the day, because the information that he's giving you is definitely important. If you really want to take your life seriously, the most important part is the plan. You have to plan for it. It's nothing's gonna just pop out of nowhere or pop up. You really do reap what you sow. And if you're not doing that when you're in your 20s, because you feel invincible, and you get to your 30s and you got nothing, and then you get to your 40s, you got nothing. Oof, man, it's difficult being old and unprepared. Trust me, I see it a lot. I know a lot of older folks who will tell you the same thing. When you get to a certain age and you don't have anything, man, life is like a boulder. You're like that guy who's pushing up a boulder up an uphill mountain, and you're not strong enough to keep doing it. Them legs gonna give out. People, you're not gonna be around a lot of people like how you were before. You're not gonna have the energy. So it's definitely some truth to what he's saying. Anyway, if you missed the video, go back, watch it. Let me hear in the comments what you think. Share the video. I got some other videos coming up too as well, in regards to the Hurricane Eileen or whatever. We got another one coming too, man. I'm stressing, bro. Next week is gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? And keep us in your prayers, man. Florida is going through it right now. The whole down south is going through it. You know what I mean? So keep us in your prayers, man. Anyway, listen, I'm out of here. I just wanted to bring that up, share that with y'all. Y'all take it easy.